Hey everybody, this is Fortune Kid, and today we are opening a Log Horizon Extra Booster. This just recently released in the US in English, and it's a bit unique. It's a small set. It's only 50 cards total, and I don't have any experience with purchasing the Extra booster packs. My understanding is you get 2 foils in each pack and a rare, and you are not guaranteed to get a climax card, so it'll be very interesting to see how this works out. So this retails for about $35 US. There are 6 packs in here, and there are 6 cards per pack, as opposed to the usual Weiss Schwarz, which are 8 cards per pack. So these extra boosters are packaged a bit differently. So this is our first box. We're going to go ahead and open all 6 packs in the box today. So let's go ahead and get this open and see how this works out. So we'll start off by removing the plastic wrap. Okay. And as you can see on the box, here is a scene from the anime, Shiro, Nayanta, Netsugo, Akatsuki. There's Akatsuki on the top. On the side here you have Nyanta, and there's the Sarara card. On this side you have Mariel and one of the Netsugo cards. And there is the back. On the bottom there isn't anything, so let's go ahead and open it up. I don't believe you get a promo card in these boxes, so let's double check that, but I don't think you do. Oh, wow, you do. Hey, that's a surprise. All right, awesome. We did get a promo card. We got Holding Hands Shiro. Level 00, cost 1500. Your other character in the middle position of the center stage gets plus 500. And you can rest this card, choose one of your characters, and that character gets plus X power until the end of the turn, where X is equal to 500 multiplied by that character's level. That's pretty nice. That could be a playable card. So that is nice. I didn't know that you get the promo card. And it's got like a little bit of, I don't know if it's coming through on the camera. I'm not going to take it out of the little baggie, but it does have kind of a little bit of a reflective, almost kind of looks like a snowflakey pattern in the background. So I'll just put that right here for now. And then here are the packs, 6 packs. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what the distribution looks like in these packs, because I'm very curious to see what you get here. All right, so on the front, well, it turns out you start out with a climax card. Crescent Moon Alliance. Looks like it's a climax common. It's got a double soul trigger if you trigger it in your trigger step, and if you play it as a climax, it's a red stock, and all of your characters get +1 soul. So that's nice. So I got a climax. All right, then another common card, Mind Shock, is a level 1 cost event that has the counter symbol, so it can be played on your opponent's turn. Choose one of your weapon or magic characters, and that character gets plus 3,500 until the end of the turn. So that's pretty powerful. All right, then we have the Rainiscia card, level 00, cost 1,000 power. Put this card into your waiting room. When another of your characters is put into the waiting room from the stage, if this card is in the backstage, you may pay the cost. If you do, return that character to the previous stage position as rested. Oh, so that's nice. So if one of your characters is going to get sent to the waiting room, you can send this one to the waiting room instead. And the other ability is rest 2 of your characters, look at the top card of your deck, and put it on the top or on the bottom of your deck. That's pretty nice. Let's get a little top check. Assassin Akatsuki. Okay, so wait. The climax card was a common. The Shiro event card was a common. The Rainiscia card was an uncommon. So 2 commons, an uncommon. Now here is the rare, and actually it turns out that this is a double R. And it's a level 00, cost 1,000 power. When this card becomes reversed, if the opponent's battle The battle opponent is level 0 or lower. You may reverse that character, so it's a typical suicider. And the second ability is rest one of your characters, and this card gets plus 1,000 power. That can be pretty useful. And then here are the, like I said, you get 2 foil cards in each pack with these extra boosters. This is a foil of a common card, Scribe Shiro, level 2, 2 cost 8,000. If the character facing this card is level 3 or higher, this card gets plus 3,000 power. And then the Henrietta card, level 0, 0 cost, is an uncommon, 3,500 power. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, if you do not have any other magic characters, put this card into your waiting room. Oh, okay, so it is a little bit overstated for a level 0, 0 cost at 3,500, so that is the demerit. You have to have at least one other magic character. All right, so that was the first pack. Pretty nice. Oh, there are 3 signed cards in this set as well. There is a signed Shiro, a signed Akatsuki, and a signed Marielle. All right, so here we have Samurai Toya as a common card, level 0, 0 cost, 2,500 power. At the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you may move this card to an open position of your center stage with a character facing this card. So that's a little bit different kind of runner-ish ability. Then you have the Minori, Maiden's Heart Minori. Level 0, 0 cost 2,000. Pay 1 and rest this card. Choose one of your weapon or magic characters, and that character gets plus 1,500 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. Aha! So that's a common card. Now we've got the uncommon card, Sorcerer Rundlehouse. Level 2, 2 cost 7,500. This card gets plus 500 power for each of your other weapon or magic characters. That's always a nice ability. And the second ability is pay 3 stock and put 2 cards from your hand into your waiting room. When this card attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, deal 5 damage to your opponent. Wow. That's pretty impressive. Interesting. Very interesting. So that's an interesting card. Then our rare is... So it's interesting, the rares and the double rare, also the Akatsuki that we had in the last pack, do not have any kind of a sparkle pattern in the background that the rares typically have these days. So it's a bit different here. So this is Determination to Change the World Shiro. Level 1, 1 cost 6,000 power. Pay 1, rest this card. When your other character attacks, if a card named Log Horizon is in your climax area and this card is standing, you may pay the cost. If you do, until the end of the turn, that character gets plus 1,500 power and the following ability. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you may draw a card. Oh, I see. So you can't use this for attacking if you want to get the ability, because you have to pay. There has to be standing to begin with, and then you have to pay 1 and rest this card. Okay, I get it. Then the second ability is pay 1 stock at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your weapon or magic characters, and that character gets plus 1,500 power until the end of turn. Nice. All right, and then we have the 2 foil cards. This one, Dolled Up Akatsuki, is a common. It's a level 2, 2 cost event, and it says choose up to 2 of your characters in your waiting room and return them to your hand. That's pretty nice. So just salvage, pay 2 stock at level 2 and salvage a couple of characters. That's pretty useful. And this one's got some really nice foiling going on. I hope this is coming through on the camera. It's level 1, 0 cost 5,000 power, Krusty. It's an uncommon. And during your opponent's turn, this card gets plus 1,000 power. I really like the foiling on that. That looks sharp. All right, moving along. And we're going to try and pick up a little bit of speed here. First uncommon card is Rundlehouse. It is I'll let you look at the level, the cost, and the power. The ability is a change. Pay 1 stock. Put a card from your hand into your waiting room and put this card into your waiting room. At the beginning of your climax phase, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a card named Adventurer Rundle House in your waiting room and put it on the stage position that this card was on. Okay, so this is a change card. That's nice. And we got a climax card. Very nice. As a common, it's a trigger, and the actually in the Weiss Schwarz official English website, they call this the gate trigger. So the red salvage trigger must, because people call that the gate, so that must be called something else. Maybe that's called the door, I'm not sure. But when this triggers, you get to salvage a climax card out of your waiting room, and if you play it as a climax, it's plus 1,000 and plus 1 soul for all your characters. All right, then we've got the uncommon Silent Worker Akatsuki. It's a backup 2,500, you have to pay 1 stock. And then the other ability is pay 2 stock. When you use this card's backup, you may pay the cost. If you do, return all cards in your waiting room to your deck and shuffle your deck. Whoa, that's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. So that can save you from a deck refresh. Sweet. And that's an uncommon. Nice. And here's the rare, Adventurer Rundle House. So this is the target for the change card. So this card can change into this card. And this card is a level 1 cost, 7,000. This card cannot side attack. This card cannot become reversed from your opponent's auto effects. That's pretty nice. Then we got a foil common, Isaac. Level 2 cost 10,000. So it's a double soul. And you have to put a character from your hand into the waiting room. When this card is placed on the stage, you must pay the cost. If you do not, put this card into your waiting room. So a little bit of, and then we have a double rare in foil. Very nice. That looks sharp. Minori, Field Monitor Minori, level 2, 1 cost. 8,000 power, pay 1 stock. When a card named Simplified Full Control Encounter is placed in your climax area, if this card is on your center stage, you may pay the cost. If you do, until the end of the turn, all of your other characters get plus 2,500 power and the following ability. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you may put that character on the bottom of your opponent's deck. So that's nice. So you can get rid of those pesky encore cards that people keep bringing back all the time. And you're like, oh, I wish I could get rid of that. All right. So next pack, 3 packs to go. So far we're doing pretty good. First common, Crescent Moon Shop Owner Marielle. It's a counter card, backup 1,500 power, pretty standard there. Cleric Marielle, level 2, 1 cost, 8,000, pay 1 stock and put the top card of your deck into your clock. When this card attacks, if a card named Crescent Moon Alliance is in your climax area, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 characters in your waiting room, return them to your hand, and this card gets plus 2,000 power. That's pretty good. That's a good ability. And this is just a common. Nice. Then our uncommon is Sojiro. You can see the level and the power and the cost. And during your opponent's turn, if the number of characters your opponent has is 3 or less, this card gets plus 2,000. That's pretty good. The rare is Guardian Netsugo. It's a level 3 2 cost, 9,500 power, double soul. When this card gets plus 500 power for each of your other weapon or magic characters. That's nice. And then it's got great performance. When your opponent attacks, if this card is in the middle position of your center stage and not reversed, your opponent frontal attacks this card instead. Aha! So your opponent has to defeat this card first before they can go after any of your other characters on the center stage. So that's pretty nice. That's a nice card. And that's a rare. Then we have a foil of a common. This one, this Loves Nayanta Serara. Just 3,000 vanilla in red. And then this one is a foil rare, Serara. It's a level 2, 1 cost assist. All of your characters in front of this card gets plus X power, where X is equal to 500 multiplied by the character's level. The other one is when another of your characters becomes reversed in battle, choose one of your characters and that character gets plus 1,000. So that's a nice card. All right. And moving along to pack number 5. Oh, look, we got a chibi Shiro. Here it's called Petite Shiro. Mini Shiro, you know. In Attack on Titan, they were called Chimis. Here's the Chimi Aaron. So yeah, they get all kinds of names. But I really like that kind of artwork. Those are cool. And it's just a level 2, 1 cost, 8,500, no abilities. Oh, look! And a Chimi or Petite or Mini Akatsuki. Very nice. Oh, that's cool. Then the uncommon card is Guildmaster Shiro. It's got a bond with a card called Reliable Buddy Natsugo. And the other ability is pay 1 stock, draw a card, choose a card in your hand, and put it into your waiting room. So that's nice. So you can filter through your hand. That's a nice card. That's an uncommon. The rare is Waltz for 2 Shiro. Level 1, 0 cost 4,000. If the number of cards in your hand is 4 or more, this card gets plus 1,500. And it has Clock Encore. Nice. Then we have a foil common and a foil uncommon. This is Toya. If you have another character with Minori in its card name, this card gets plus 1,500 power during your opponent's turn. If this card is on your center stage and not reversed, all of your other characters get plus 1,000. Hey, that's pretty nice. Waltz for 2 Akatsuki. If you do not have any other characters, this card gets plus 1,500 power and character encore. Nice. So that's a nice starting card. All right, and the last pack. So on this video, I'm taking the time to read a lot of the abilities, and I have one more box that I'll do in a future video, and I won't take as much time. So Mind Shock, we've already seen. This is the Crescent Moon Alliance Climax card, which we've seen. Reliable Accountant Henrietta is a bond with Cleric Marielle. Crescent Moon Alliance Sarara, we haven't seen this one yet. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, choose one of your weapon or magic characters, and that character gets plus 1,500 until the end of the turn. So that could be useful. That is a rare. And then we have a foil common card with Bard Isuzu. If the number of other weapon or magic characters you have is 3 or more, this card gets plus 1,000 power and character encore. And this is the Reliable Buddy Natsugo. So this is the bond target for that Shiro card that we saw before. Level 1, 1 cost 7,500. When this card becomes reversed in battle, your opponent may draw a card. If your opponent does, your opponent chooses a card from your opponent's hand and puts it into his or her waiting room. Oh, okay, so it's overstated for a level 1, 1 cost of 7,500 instead of 7,000. And the demerit is that if it gets reversed, your opponent gets to draw a card and then discard a card. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that's the first box. I hope you've all enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, everyone.